Good morning, hi, this is Travis from the National Weather Service. This is your weather hazard briefing for Thursday, May 25th. We're still looking at another round of showers and thunderstorms. We're still going to see that for the foreseeable future, at least like the next week. And this afternoon is no different. As we look at those showers, though, and thunderstorms, they do look to be a little bit less on the severe side, maybe just winds of 40 miles an hour, particularly in the Burley area. It looks like to be the best potential, and your moderate to heavy rainfall with some of those thunderstorms. Overall, the showers will not be too bad. Maybe some small hail with those thunderstorms. Again, the overall potential for severe has gone down slightly from the last couple days. It will have an increase of rain chances as we go into Friday. The severe doesn't look that bad either, but it just looks like a better chance of overall thunderstorms and showers. And again, those showers and storms will continue through the weekend and even through next week, although we do see a warming trend later next week with a more southerly flow coming. Looking at the low has actually moved a little farther north than it was yesterday, and so that's pulled some of the moisture out and some of the instability, although there'll still be plenty of moisture available, and as we heat up, we still will get showers and thunderstorms, but not as many as yesterday. That low does look like it's going to move down on Friday, which again will increase those chances of showers and thunderstorms. Pretty much mentioned it already. We are looking at a little bit of a stronger thunderstorms, particularly in the Burley area along that I-86 corridor. And I'll kind of show you those here in a second, and that goes up to Pocatello. Going to continue showers and thunderstorms everywhere, but we should continue to still have the flooding and the Bear Lake area, as well as the flooding as we go up to the Big Loss and Big Wood area. So that's why all these are orange, and those can continue to be in flood stage throughout. And I'll show you those various forecasts for each of those as we move on. Here is the high temperature today, a little bit warmer than today. These have been running a little bit high, so it depends on the cloud cover and showers. It could be slightly lower than this, or if we clear out quite a bit, maybe slightly warmer. But in general, because of the showers and thunderstorms, we've been at that high, so it might be slightly warmer, slightly cooler than what's listed here. Rainfall amounts for now into tomorrow morning, just mainly it's for today. Again, those are overall light, but a tenth for the most part or less. We do get near 2/10 as we go to the western border, and particularly if we're a little farther north, closer to that low. But in general, fairly light today compared to yesterday. There will be some localized higher amounts with thunderstorms. You can see here's the best potential for the best precip, so that's really just highlighting the best chances for where the thunderstorms might put down some stronger amounts, and slow-moving thunderstorms near Burley, maybe up I-86 corridor slightly. So here's your excessive rainfall outlook. Again, most of our area that remains, and here's our best thunderstorm chances, which will have your best chances of a stronger precip with those, and they look fairly slow moving. It does show that again, and then you have some in the central mountains as well as far as better thunderstorm chances. Again, this is this afternoon, and then here's your Cape and Shear. Pretty good lift. Looks like it will probably have some clearing along this. It's kind of the same stretch that we've been seeing from Burley to Pocatello, and then extending up towards Driggs, kind of that same line. So again, those will fire off fairly early, but they don't have a lot of shear with them. We've been seeing shear of 35 and 40. It looks like about 20. So the thunderstorms won't be likely as strong, and thus they won't put out as much rain as what we've been seeing, or the hail potential as well. So probably just small hail, slightly gusty winds up to maybe 40, and then probably not as strong. Although there will still be some localized heavy, but not as strong as precip as we've seen last 2 days. Thus, we don't have a flash flood watch out. Here's just the 6-hour chance of a half an inch. You see, there's not near what you've seen in the past. The last couple of days, it's been 40 to 60% chance, and then now it's just around 10 to 20% chance, and then just very hit and miss. I think mainly against that same corridor, though, and we can highlight that same corridor. And then as far as high temperatures, Friday, about the same. Again, it will depend a lot on how much cloud cover we have. It looks like we might have slightly more cloud cover, so it might be slightly less than this. And then amounts Friday, precip, you can see more widespread above a tenth. even some areas getting to a quarter, and there's a couple areas here of a half an inch as well. But you can see it's more widespread, not that same corridor. The low drops down lower, and then it allows for more widespread precip on Friday. You see here's our thunderstorm chances on Friday, even better. As you look at the instability, though, slightly less. That's probably due to the cloud cover. It's going to be more widespread all day. And then those shear amounts are even, the 20, 25 again. Even in a lot of areas, the 15, so less. So not looking for real strong thunderstorms. And then here's your chances of a half an inch in 6 hours. A little bit more than what you saw. We're getting near to that 50% chance, but it's still not as what we saw yesterday or even the day before. But again, still good chances of getting half inches in several areas. And then a high temperature Saturday or even cooler, mainly due to cloud covers at low drops even closer. And there's your 7-day precip for 7 days. And so as you can see, pretty good amounts up to near 1 inch in the Sun Valley area, where this would have a lot of impact on the current forecast for the river for Big Wood at Hailey, and we'll talk about that here in a second. But pretty widespread precip across the area. Here's our gauges across the areas. We have various flood warnings out. Almost all these areas of different colors of red, orange, and I'll talk about all these here just real quickly. Here is Antelope Creek. It's still in flood stage, and it will likely stay in flood stage. Smiley Mountain is kind of a high mountain, so with the cooler temps the last couple of days, it's been a little bit lower, but with precip, it'll keep it going probably in flood stage for the next week or so. Littlewood, it's dropped below action stage, and here's your Salmon River, Yankee Fork below action stage, and then same Salmon River below Yankee Fork below action stage, so it's dropped off quite a bit. The Valley Creek's still near action, and with any rainfall, it'll stay near action stage, or if it's next week, there's still plenty enough snow. As it will warm up, it will probably go back to action, if not minor flood. And then here's the Blackfoot River. Continues to hold steady, if not on a slightly downward trend. It's just running out of snow, but the rain has kept it at least steady. Probably go below action stage in the next week. And then as we go to the Bear River, still consistently solid flood stage, and it looks to remain so for next couple of weeks. And then the Raft River is in action stage. Again, high mountain snow there and a lot of precip, and look for that to remain at least for the next couple of days with precip. And the Portneuf Tyhee, this is below Pocatello, still right at minor flood, but in action stage. So it'll remain near the same. And here is the Topaz, a slightly downward trend. We're running out of snow, but again, that precip is helping it. And then here's the forecast for the Portneuf at Pocatello. May hit that major, but again, it's going to depend heavily on precip at this point, as it's starting to run a little out of snow, and we have cooled down slightly. And that all is just upper levels snow left. So still going to remain in moderate stage. Here's the point all the way through into June, most likely. And then here's the North Fork above Ketchum, near action stage. Any rainfall, they'll throw it back up higher. Here is the Gimlet. All these are hovering in action stage. All these side creeks go into the Big Wood. Here's Warm Springs. It is actually in minor flood, and again, we'll go up a little bit higher with any precip in the Big Wood at Hailey. It did respond today from the good precip yesterday. We had some good precip today. It'll keep going, although it's not really high on the precip for today. Well, it does pick up, as you see, as it goes into Friday. And so I was looking to have peak near where it did earlier, and then we'll talk about that. I'll show you another forecast here right now. And it's just continuing to show that it's going to stay near level for a while, and with the downward trend. However, you see there are some hints that, depending on how much precip, it could go near all-time records, particularly as we go into next week, next Saturday, as we warm up, and if there's any precip with that warm up. Right now, it's actually dropped about 23% chance for a record, so that's good, and hopefully that continues on the downward trend. Again, this is all going to be very rainfall dependent, at least initially, and as we warm up next week, it will be rainfall and temperature dependent later on. You can see here's all our temperatures. We do like to warm up by next Wednesday, and that even continues Thursday and Friday to be even warmer. Again, that's far out. So again, just a summary, not looking as strong as thunderstorms today as yesterday or as near as widespread precip as that low is a little bit farther to our north, but still plenty of instability and moisture where we get showers and thunderstorms across the area. Have increased chances tomorrow as that low drops near us. And then when all those showers and thunderstorms continue for the foreseeable future, and then a warming trend later next week will kind of finish off a lot of the rivers peaking, particularly the Big Wood and Big Lost that I mentioned earlier. That concludes the briefing. If you have any questions, give us a call at this number here. Thank you.